My name is Emily Newman, and my presentation is over Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio is a famous actor who has played in numerous different movies and shows. He has been portrayed as many different characters with different personalities and emotions. He has played in the Titanic, Romeo and Juliet, The Great Gatsby, and many more. Being such a famous actor, no one has really looked into his mental health. He puts on a happy face to show and movie premieres, different meetings, and interviews. Here I have pictured two images of Leonardo DiCaprio. The one on the left is him now at his age, and the one on the right is obviously him younger. Leonardo DiCaprio first addressed his mental health issues while filming The Aviator in 2004. The storyline follows an aircraft designer who struggles with germs and psychological illnesses. He stated that his OCD was so severe at times it would often cause a disruption on the set of his movies. Leonardo's case was he got the compulsive desire to step in every single chewing gum stain he could find, which is what caused so many delays on the set. He claimed it would take him an extra 10 minutes to get on the set because he would be pacing back and forth on the gum stains. He also said he would have the urge to walk through a doorway numerous times. He finally decided he did not want the condition to take over his entire life, so he resorted to therapy and medication, which has helped tremendously. Obsessive compulsive disorder is a long-term disorder that causes a person to experience uncontrollable and recurring thoughts while also causing repetitive behaviors. OCD is an illness that severely affects day-to-day life. On the end of this slide, in the next slide, I have listed 3 journal articles that are peer-reviewed that have summaries to go along with what I took in from each article. The first article belongs to the National Library of Medicine, which talks about what OCD is and how to treat it as much as possible. It reads that OCD is often misdiagnosed and mistreated, and it is a very common mental illness in humans ranging from children to elders. While there have been found to have some treatments, there are still numerous ongoing research studies of how to treat OCD. The next peer-reviewed journal article shows that there is not just one specific type of OCD, that there are numerous. There is one that follows with hoarding, with contamination, with indecisiveness, and being just right. OCD is not just making sure a surface is clean or ensuring that the door is closed behind you. It is repetitive, compulsive thoughts convincing you of things and causing your mind to spin all day long. Social media was also mentioned in this article that it plays a positive and negative factor on OCD. This is an example that OCD is way more extreme than people tend to think. For the last peer-reviewed journal article, it shows that obsessive compulsive disorder is the 4th most common mental illness and leads to a lesser quality of life and social functioning. Numerous factors have to be examined when studying OCD. Clinical assessments and screening must be done, then family and home assessments even. Gender and age also play a large role in the severity of OCD. While OCD is mild to some, it is the opposite for others. 1 in 10 individuals struggling with obsessive-compulsive disorder attempt suicide, while almost half of individuals with OCD have ideas of suicide. Obsessive-compulsive disorder is not easy. It is a long, hard battle with your mind that feels like a job. It takes up at least an hour a day, if not way more. When everything is finally peaceful, the compulsive thoughts and actions begin again. Did I do this right? I need to touch this wall 4 times. I need to go make sure my car is turned off and look 6 times just to be sure. Struggling with this disorder is common for many, and it is hard for everyone no matter the severity of it. The disorder not only affects the individual, but it affects family members, friends, and relationships. Leonardo DiCaprio struggled just the same, and he is a famous actor. Obsessive-compulsive disorder was hard for him and his job, but he found help and he is doing much better. An odd fact that most people do not know is that obsessions and compulsions are not the same thing. Obsessions are images, thoughts, or feelings that cause a great amount of anxiety. Compulsions are motions that you do to relieve the worry from something unwanted happening. According to Merck Manual, as the author, people often try to push these thoughts and compulsions aside. They only get worse and cause more anxiety. For example, if I had the compulsive thought to wash my hands 7 times and I'll only wash them 6 times, I would probably convince myself I was going to die of some illness because I did not wash my hands the extra time. OCD is not something that cures on its own. It typically requires treatment in the form of therapy or medication. The last 2 slides are works cited pages that follow along with the citations of the peer-reviewed journal articles or any other article I used, as well as the textbook. Thank you.